Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, Peter Joseph here, for a Saturday night video. Right here, on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Now, as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down there. You know where it is, in the description box below on. So subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well, down there. You know where they are, in hell. So do it now. And, as always, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share your love and support there. And don't forget to leave a comment on the videos if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments. You go bye-bye. You don't like it? Tough fucking shit, bitch. You don't like it? Too bad. Go cry to your mama. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because you miss anything, you need to get slapped violently in the face because you're SOL. And you know what that means. Pretty much. Now, you're SOL, you know what that means. If you don't know what it means, look at the fuck up. You missed it, and that's all I gotta say about that. And if you're brand new here, brand new, not these fake as fuck people with 6 million fucking fake accounts because I have no fucking lives. If you're brand new here, just coming to my channel for the first time, you think you like the content, you want more of it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for more. And as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab that cold one like this one. You sit back, you relax, and enjoy the show. And if you like the video, great. You don't? Get out of here. Move on. And do something else with your fucking life. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired as fuck. But I'm still gonna do this video. I'm gonna try to watch Rampage. Not Rampage, sorry. Collision and Battle of the Belts. I don't know if I want to review it tonight. But we'll see what happens with that. It's been a long day doing errands. I was out a little while ago. I would have went out tonight, but I'm not feeling well, so just took the night off and just chilling right now. Chilling with the missus, and that's all I gotta say about that. And probably after this, I'm probably gonna take a long as fuck nap, and then get up, maybe I'll watch Collision and Battle of the Belts, and then we'll see what happens with that afterwards. Maybe have a little light snack, watch Collision, watch Battle of the Belts, maybe watch a late night movie with the missus, and probably go right to bed. Got a long day on Sunday, and then we'll see what happens with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Saturday night, October the 19th, 2024, about a little over a week and a half away from the end of October, and beginning the great month of November, and right around the corner is the holiday shopping season. Thanksgiving's coming up in about a month from now. We got level 48 and Christmas and New Year's coming up in about 2 months from now, so about 8 to 10 weeks. We'll be talking about the greatest day in the world, which is level 48. So we'll see what happens with that. But we got a few more days to go. We got about 70-something days at least. About almost 60, 70 days left. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I'm just getting ready for that. And move on. Alright, hope everybody had a great Saturday, having a great weekend. Kind of nice and cool here in the Northeast. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Saturday night, October the 19th, 2024, got the Skankies Game 5 in Cleveland. See if they can wrap it up tonight and clinch the American League pennant again. Go to the World Series for the first time in like 15 years. Not that they're gonna win it, but we'll see what happens with that. Carlos Rodon on the mound for the Yankees. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully Cleveland can win tonight, so the Yankees will have to clinch at home in that construction site on Monday or Tuesday, which is be Game 7. And for us Met fans, we got a day off. We're in Mets travel to LA to do a workout. But they're getting ready for Game 6 tomorrow night on FS1, right after football, right after the Niners game. That's good. And going head-to-head with the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football, and nobody's going to watch. But, yeah, I'm a Jet fan, I'm not watching that. I'm watching the Mets. I might go back and forth, but we'll see what happens with that. But, yeah, excuse me. But Game 6 of the NLCS goes back to LA. Prime time. We got the so-called Tribal Chief, Sean Manaea, back on the mound like he was in Game 2. See if he can get that magic that he had in Game 2, even though he kind of ran out of gas in on the top of the 6th inning. And the Dodgers will throw a whole bunch of bullpen people. So Dave Roberts, the coach of the Dodgers, is like, well, fuck this, fuck Game 5, because you got destroyed 12-6 last night. You're throwing a bunch of crappy bullpen guys at a red-hot Met team who are pissed right now. So, Mets are going to feast on that Dodgers bullpen, and they got basically nobody there. And we might see Game 7 Monday night at 8 o'clock on Fox 5. That's Channel 5, going head-to-head with freaking Raw, and I am not watching Raw. I am not going to watch Raw if freaking the Mets, I might put it on picture-in-picture, but I'm just going to have the main picture be the Mets. That's it. I could care less what happens on Raw. Besides, certain guy named Jey Uso losing his belt. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But, yeah, Game 7 will be Monday night at 8 o'clock on Fox. Winner take all hands on deck for the Mets and the Dodgers. So that means Walker Buehler will probably start. Yamamoto might come in. For the Mets, you got Luis Severino. Peterson might come in. The kitchen sink. Grimace might come in. Who knows? But it's going to be an exciting day tomorrow. Hopefully the Mets will win that game here big, like they did, like they won last night. I really think if Carlos Mendoza put in Jesse Winker in Game 3 and 4, series would have been over by now. The series would have been over. We wouldn't be talking about Game 6. We're talking about Game 1 of the World Series, which is this Friday and Saturday, where most likely, if the Yankees win, I think it's going to be in Yankee Stadium, but I hope not. But even if they win, I think they get Game 1 and 2. If not, it's going to be in the National League Park, which will probably be at Citi Field or at Dodger Stadium. I'm hoping it's at Citi Field, because Citi Field hasn't had a World Series game since October 2015. So we'll see what happens with that. So there is a possibility of a Subway Series, but we'll see what happens with that tonight and tomorrow night. So we'll get that. Alright, so we got Collision and Battle of the Belts coming up in 15 minutes. Like I said, I am not going to be watching it live, because I'm going to go take a nap probably after this. And maybe I might take a nap right after this. I don't know. If I get a burst of energy, I might just lay down on the couch, watch the Yankees, and then after the Yankees hopefully lose, I might have my sensible dinner, and then watch Collision and Battle of Belts in full on the DVR, and then maybe later tonight, your Collision and Battle of the Belts review right here on the Kill Demons channel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Saturday night, you know what happens on Saturday night. It's time to fight! But we got that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, after a 9-minute spiel, it is time for your late and out-of-date WWE Smackdown and AEW Rampage reviews for last night, October the 18th, 2024. Alright, so both shows were like this, meh. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we're gonna start off with Smackdown, the aftermath, their aftermath of whatever was going on. Well, not an aftermath show per se. I'm sorry. Still gearing up for Crown Jewel 2 weeks from today, or tonight, even though it's gonna be in the day, 1 o'clock. Start in the land of sand, Saudi Arabia. So we had that, and last night's show we had the debut of the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. They're gonna be in action, but let me just say they really screwed up their debut. The WWE fucked it up so bad. They announced that the Motor City Machine Guns were gonna be on SmackDown. Who's their opponent gonna be? We didn't know. And then they do a stupid video on X, on Twitter, where they meet up with Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis says, "Oh, you guys are gonna be in a triple threat match with I believe who was it? The Mexican Wolves, and the Mexican Wolves and A-Town Down Under, and the winner of that goes on to next week's number one contender match with another triple threat match between DIY, the Street Profits, and the Yes Boys." And we get that. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are emanating... SmackDown is emanating from the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. Next week, they'll be in Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center. And no, I am not going. I wish I was, because I love to see Roman, but it's not for the time. Raw will be in Philly, which is basically New York's bitch. So, and then SmackDown will be in the greatest borough in the world, Brooklyn, New York. Because the Bronx sucks. And Bronx is really Queens, bitch. See what I did there with the Yankees? Ha! Fuck the Yankees. Was the great Iron Sheik would say, "Fuck the Yankees! Fuck him in the ass and make him humble." Baba. Exactly, cheeky baby. Exactly. Fuck the Hulk Hogan. Okay, calm down, cheeky baby. Calm down. Ha! Puh! Did you say Hawk Tour? No, I said Hawk Tour. Yeah, you said Hawk Tour. Ah, okay. Anyway, Iron Sheik is the creator of Hawk Tour, by the way. Not that Hawk Tour from the Hawk Tour chick, but he said, "Hawk Tour, filthy American Tour." We'll get that. Alright, SmackDown from the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. A little bit of a change in commentary this week. Michael Cole is in Mexico on a 10-day vacation. Lucky you, so probably won't see him next week as well. It was Corey Slave and Bad News Wade Barrett. No, I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Provide the proof. It's bad news. Exactly. Exactly. Moving on. Alright, so basically we had the old SmackDown commentary team from months ago before they made the change to Corey Graves and Michael Cole. So probably for 1 or maybe 2 weeks only, we got Corey Graves and Bad News Wade Barrett. Alright, we get that. And move on. Alright, so like I said, it wasn't a bad show. So we open up with a recap of Jimmy Uso and our tribal chief. Put up your ones, ladies and gentlemen. Acknowledge him, Roman Reigns. Kind of agreeing after the Bloodline beat both of them up last week. They both agreed that they need some help. And then Jimmy goes over to Raw, trying to get his brother Jay to join up with him and Roman. And Jay's like, no yeet. Turns Jimmy down. So we'll see what happens tonight. Not tonight. We'll see what happens on later in the show. Alright, so anyway, the Bloodline come out. Solo, mi bookie. Solo Sikoa, flanked by Jacob Fatu. I love you, Solo! That guy's nuts. He's a beast, too. Alright. And the Girls of Destiny, the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Girls of Destiny. We got the Gremlin himself, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, flanking Jacob and Solo. They get in the ring. Solo thinks he's Roman. He's like, Columbia, South Carolina. Acknowledge, shut up! Fuck you, Solo, you fake as fuck. Wish version of a tribal chief. Anyway. So Solo says they are the present and the future, and Roman can't do a thing about it. Well, for now. They talk about Jay doesn't want anything to do with it because no yeet. And Solo says the beatdowns to Roman will continue unless he acknowledges me by the end of the night. So then we hear the music of Jay. Ooh, so I'm like, ooh, I'm interested. Jay comes out from the crowd. Yeet, the Yeet Man, the Intercontinental Champion, he comes out, gets in the ring, says, I still care about you, Solo. Jimmy and Roman aren't here yet, so how about we talk amongst brothers? And basically they talk about what Solo is doing to the family. You know, Jay left the Bloodline to become his own man. Now he's the Intercontinental Champion. Solo says, I'm just trying to unite the family. I'm not trying to divide the Bloodline. Blah, blah, blah. But then he gets a little bit angry at Jay. He says, Jay, you need to stop calling me little brother because I'm the tribal chief. So are you in or are you out? So then Jay says, hey, you know, why do you? I was like, we're supposed to be the Bloodline. Why did you bring these guys? Why did you bring Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and then that's why we don't want to deal with Jacob Fatu. And then Jay's like, if you stop staring at me, I'm gonna whip your ass. Shit. Jacob and Jay were about to fight. It was insane. And then, Jay, with that, Jay says, next time I come back, it's gonna be different. So he leaves in peace, no beat down. And then, that's it. So, you know what that means. Solo and the Bloodline are gonna show up and cost Jay the Intercontinental title as Braun Breaker. We'll get it back for the second time. And that will set up Jay probably going to Smackdown and saying, you know what, Roman, you're right. Or maybe they'll do a third week in a row. Roman and Jimmy get beat up at the end of the show, and then everybody's like, where's Jay? Jay comes out, beats the crap out of everybody in the Bloodline. He clears the ring, and then, he helps his brother Jimmy up. They have a big old hug. Everybody's like, Usi. Not Usi yet, but they hug. The Usos are back, going after maybe those tag team titles. And we'll see. And then Roman's down. And Roman's like, hey, pick me up. And then he just looks at Jay. Jay picks up Roman. They stare an epic stare down. And then Jay either hugs Roman or puts up the one. That's what I think is going to happen. And then eventually, Sammy is going to join. there is a rumor going around that Roman and Solo are gonna have a Bloodline rules match at Crown Jewel. I think Roman will win that, get the Ulafala back, and then the next SmackDown, there's rumors going around that Jacob Fatu is gonna turn on. Jacob's gonna turn on Solo, join up with Roman, which I've said that from the beginning. So he'll be member number 4, and then Sammy will be number 5. So we get a 5-on-5 War Games match. But who's on the other side? Well, Solo is gonna have Zila Fatu come in, and the Girls of Destiny, and then there's something like, I think Jacob's gonna bring in Tala, who's I forgot who he is at part of the Bloodline, but I thought it was gonna be Hikuleo. I guess not. But Zila Fatu will probably come in. I'm hoping Lance Anoa'i, but I think they might save him. But Tala Tonga, who is, I think, the son of Tama Tonga, he's going to be coming in to join the Bloodline and join Solo's group. So eventually, Jacob is going to turn on Solo, join up with the real Tribal Chief, where he belongs. Sammy will join in after Jimmy and Jay get beat up, and Roman gets beat up. And then Roman will thank Sammy eventually. And that's pretty much it. Damn, that plane was low. Anyway, yeah, plane just flew by. But anyway, so we're gonna see what happens with that. Alright, so Jay talks to Solo's group and basically kind of threatens Jacob. And really nothing happens. But like I said, Solo's going to be pissed off. And he's going to be like, alright, you want to piss me off? I'm going to send Jacob. I'm going to send myself. And Jacob is going to come down. And we're going to cost you the Intercontinental title on Raw. And then eventually Jay will come to his senses and join the Tribal Chief and his brother Jay. And then as we get the Crown Jewel, I think after Crown Jewel, Jacob will turn on Solo, join up with Roman, and then either Jacob brings in Tala, or he brings in Sami Zayn. Or, what I heard, Solo might join up with Roman in a weird twist of fate. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going by what we see right now, but there were a lot of, not conspiracy theories, there were a lot of, like, fantasy bookings of how the War Games match is gonna be, with Team Solo and Team Bloodline. With just Team Bloodline versus OG Bloodline. We have to see what it is, but we're getting there. We still have to get, The Rock involved in this little thing. We don't know what's going to happen. Everybody's saying Rock Roman at WrestleMania 41, Night 2. But Night 1 will be Cody versus The Rock for, I think, both belts. We'll see what happens with that, and that's it. Also, there is a story going around that Charlotte Flair, horse-faced Charlotte Flair, is coming back to WWE, and she's supposed to have a big, huge match at WrestleMania 41. So you know what that means? She wins the Royal Rumble. Or the Elimination Chamber. Who she beat? I don't think she's gonna fight Liv Morgan. I think she's gonna fight Nia Jax at WrestleMania. Win the belt for the 15th time. Hold it for like a year. Because Charlotte Flair. But we'll see what happens with that. And a whole lot more where we get the WrestleMania season in April, right around Easter. Surprisingly, Night 2 is the same night as Easter, which is crazy. You get to watch your baseball, because baseball will be on Easter for next season. And then, then you have your Easter meal, and then, if you either run back home, or you stay and watch WrestleMania Night 2 with your friends and have more Easter food. And coffee and cake and all that other shit. So we'll see what happens with that when we get there. Alright, moving on. So I give this first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to match number 1 officially. A 3-way match to determine one half of the number 1 contenders match next week to see who faces the Guerrillas of Destiny at Crown Jewel for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Excuse me. So we have the Street Profits along with B-Fab, that's Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, taking on DIY, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and the Psycho Killer, Mr. Tommaso Ciampa, taking on the Yes Boys, Pretty Deadly, of Elton Prince, just remember, Elton Strong, and Kit Wilson, and we got that. Alright, match wasn't great, 8-minute match. Starts off with Montez Ford drop-kicking Tommaso Ciampa now for a near fall. And then Elton Prince sucker punches Ciampa into a shot from Kit Wilson on the floor. That doesn't really work for Montez, who hits a big flippy dibbity-doo, only for Ciampa to knee him down for a near fall. And then the Yes Boys take over on Ciampa. As we go to break, we come right back. Montez hits a big splash on Ciampa for a near fall, as Gargano had to make the save. Angelo Dawkins dodges Ciampa into the air, into a big belly to back to give Montez a near fall. Yes Boys go for spill milk. It is broken up. Montez then gets crotched on the top rope, but he pops back up with a doomsday blockbuster to Elton Prince. But then DIY come back in and hit Meet in the Middle. I think was on, I forget, one of the Yes Boys, I forget. But anyway, both go for the pin, and Jessica Cole's like, 1, 2, 3. She counts out, she gets the pin for Ciampa at the same time as Montez Ford puts his hand over, I think it was Kit Wilson. So there was a little bit of controversy at the end, and Street Profits thought they won, and then next thing you know, I think it was Alicia Taylor, the announcer, says, "Your winners and moving on to next week, DIY." And Montez Ford's face sold it, man. His face told the story. He was like, huh? So I assumed, I was thinking that the Street Profits were going to go right to Nick Aldis, like, hey, this ain't right. But we want to be, we deserve to be in that match next week. So making another 3-way, I think they'll do that. They'll probably do something like that maybe at the start of the show next week. But we see what happens with that. But our first team in is Ciampa and Gargano. And we'll see what happens with that. 8-minute match. And that's it. Montez Ford was pinning the illegal man, Elton Prince. So Kit Wilson was the legal man. So, sucks to be you. You had a gripe there, but you pinned the wrong guy. So, referee's decision is final. Sorry, Montez. It is what it is. Alright, good match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see a car entering the arena, and out comes the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and Jimmy Uso. They arrive, they run into Jay. Jay looks at Roman, he's about to leave because he wants no part of Roman. But Roman stops him, pulls him back, and says, Jay, I just want to tell you I'm proud of you. We're all proud of you. Jay's like, get off me, man. No yeet. Then he walks away. Roman says, told you so. And then Jimmy's like, that's it. So Roman's trying to play off the I don't need any help right now storyline. But you can only go so far with that storyline there, Roman. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we have Nia Jax in Nick Aldis' office. Nick tells Nia that Tiffany Stratton is sick. Aw, what's wrong, Tiffy Tiff? Daddy! What's wrong, Sunshine? What's wrong? I'm sick. You want me to make you some soup later?
Yes, please, Daddy.
Feel better, Tiffy Tiff. Daddy will give you some soup later. Not that type of soup, you morons. Bet your Marcel got her sick somehow. Bastard. But we move on. Alright, so Tiffany's out of the match. It was supposed to be Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton to take on Naomi and Bayley again. But Nick Aldis says, well, now you're going to have to find a new partner. So then, out of nowhere, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell come in. And then Candice LeRae's like, I'll do it. So Nick Aldis like, okay. I'm interested. Alright, Candice, you're in the match. Then Nia's like, you better do your part, or you're going to get annihilated. See what happens with that. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Moving on. Alright, then we go to our next match. Just under 3 minutes. Did I say just under 3 minutes? Yes, I did. We got Piper and Nevin, Doudrop, along with Chelsea Green to take on one half of that Oreo cookie, and that's Lash Legend. Get shit done. Along with Miss Lollipop herself, Jakara Jackson. They gotta sell. They really gotta do something with Jakara Jackson. They gotta start selling on WWEshop.com, or I don't know what they're gonna do it. They should sell. Yeah, what they should do is on WWEshop.com. They should have a section where you buy like a box of Jakara Jackson's, not used obviously. You buy Jakara Jackson lollipops. That'll sell like hotcakes. I'd buy it. Because you sell their milkshakes too, because their milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. Okay. Moving on. Alright, so, Doudrop and Lash Legend, a battle of big women. We got that. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are in the audience. Bianca looked like Sasha Banks almost. I'm like, wait, what? What are you doing there? So, Piper runs Lash over to start. This is a big splash, which allows Lash to kick her right in the face. They get back up. Piper misses a cannonball. But Lash can't manage a fireman's carry because, Piper is fat. The son of a bitch is fucking fat. Now I'll make her bleed. Okay, Scott, calm down. Because I know you like those fat asses. Okay. Don't we all, Scott? Don't we all? Alright. Where was I? Okay. So he tries to get her in a fireman's carry. It doesn't work. But she does manage to slam her like Andre the Giant. And then Piper comes back, squashes Lash in the corner after a Chelsea Green distraction. Then Jakara Jackson took her out, throwing her into the barricade. Piper goes up, goes for the Vader Bomb and missed. And then Lash, does some type of move where it's like an over-the-back face plant. I thought it was like a gory bomb. Made it look weird, but it was effective. 1, 2, 3, Lash Legend gets the big win over Piper Nevin. There you go. And then they cut to Bianca and Jade are like, how did she do that? Because Lash is strong. These are big, strong hands, aren't they? Okay, nothing from Neverending Story. Shut up! Good more. Sorry. Anyway. Alright, so Lash gets the win. Match was 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go into the locker room, the lounge dressing room of Jimmy and Roman. We see Roman. Jimmy comes in. We see Roman. And says, hey, we need to talk. It says, and Roman, you need to talk to Jay. Roman says, we just did that. And Jay just said bye. But then Roman's like, you know what? Jimmy, we're going to do things my way. I'm the tribal chief. I'm going to fix this. Jimmy's like, how? Roman's like, I'm going to go out at the end of the show and acknowledge Solo. And I'm like, no! And we get that. I'm watching the Yankees now. Oh, boy. 1-0 Yankees already. 1-0 Yankees already as Gleyber Torres is chugging. Here he comes, and he's out! He's out! I thought it was going to be 1-0. But as always, Gleyber Torres runs like shit. So, but in any case, Soto gets on base with a double. Because he, it's basically a double. Right in the gap. And a good throw from the cutoff man, and he is dead to rights. So, Yankees are hitting this fool. I don't know who, I don't know if it's a bullpen pitcher or an actual starting pitcher. Oh, I see what Gleyber did. Gleyber's like, I'm going to score easy. No! But still, 1 out. Soto at second for Judgy Wudgy. I hope he strikes out. I really hope he strikes the fuck out. Yeah, he's definitely out. He is definitely... Yeah, he got him on his arm right before he crossed the plate. Good play there by the second baseman, I think it was. Or the shortstop, who was it? Whiff! Judgy Wudgy takes them steroids! Like Stanton. Soto doesn't. I'll say that's the only good thing I'll say about Soto. Soto doesn't need to take a steroid. He's just that good. He's going to be a Met, hopefully, next year, but I doubt it, but... Whiff! Whiff! Whoosh! I felt that breeze. Woo! Judgy Wudgy. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so Roman's going to acknowledge Solo at the end of the show. Is he? I don't think he will, but... You never know. We'll see what happens with that. And that's that. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the most boring part of the show. Earlier in the show, we saw a couple of guys come out with a big-ass fuck briefcase. Like a long, case that held the Crown Jewel title. 2 guys look like rejects from the Hitman movie and the Hitman video game. Ooh! Try to go inside the Judgy Wudgy, hit him right in the right in the gut. You don't want to do that to Judgy Wudgy. Hit him harder. Break his ribs. Anyway, sorry. No, I'm teasing. Right in the... Ooh, right in the ribs. Right in the ribs. That's... Oh, right around here. He's batting like this. So he's like, it hit right here. Ooh. Oh, he's feeling it. I hope you are. I hope you're hurt. Bastard. But Judgy Wudgy can take a steroid and it'll be fine. It's like a sensu bean to him. Check it on Judgy. He's hurt. He's like, someone give me a sensu bean. I mean a steroid. Watch, next inning he hits a home run. Oh, yeah. Anyway, first and second, 1 out for Stanton, the real steroid user, who, big hit last night in a great game. I mean, both games, game 3 and 4, were just, amazing games. Down to the wire. Cleveland won in the 10th, and then last night, the Yankees won in the 9th, I think, with Stanton's home run. When Cleveland tied it up in the 8th, and then what do the Yankees do? They get a guy on for Stanton. Stanton hits a bomb all the way to Cincinnati. Yankees win, go up 3-1, and see what happens, tonight. That's that. All right, 1 and 2 to Stanton. We'll see what happens with that. As Anthony Rizzo is on deck, the guy that can't play first base. Let me move on. All right, so Cody comes out. The Crown Jewel title is in the ring. Comes out. Well, it doesn't say, "Hey, we're going to talk about." No. So anyway, talks about the Crown Jewel title. It's not about the last one or the next one, but about the first one. Huh? Anyway, then he brings up guys like, what if we saw Harley Race versus Bruno Sammartino, champion versus champion? Or, take your boy Ric Flair or Vern Gagne going at it. Or, Goldberg versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he says, now we're going to see one of those matches in Saudi Arabia, but he's not going to disparage Walter, the Raw World Champion. So everybody's like, why do you think that with goodbye Stanton, sit up? And so Cody's like, why do I think I'm leaving Crown Jewel as the Crown Jewel champ? Well, look at this thing. Looks like the AEW World Title, basically. Or you could think about it, maybe a bigger version of the old Ring of Honor TV title. Then again, it's what it is. Anyway, so Cody says, I'm here to fight for people like my daughter Liberty, and I want Walter here next week and ask him, what do you want to talk about? So Cody and Walter face to face on SmackDown. Did he get hit again? He got hit again? Oh my God, this picture sucks. 2 outs. He hit Chudgy Wudgy. Jazz Chisholm tried a 2-out bunt. Did it hit him? Oh, I don't know if it hit him. I think that's a good sell job by Chisholm. I don't know if they're gonna challenge. I don't know if you can challenge that. I guess they seeing if they wanted a challenge, and good sell job there by the cheating Yankees. Maybe he hit the top of his shoe. Like the laces, maybe. I don't know. Now he's cheating on my foot! Hope you're broken. But I digress. Alright, so Walter and Cody next week face-to-face on SmackDown from Brooklyn, New York. Should be exciting. 1 week away, pretty much 1 week away from Crown Jewel. Because the following SmackDown, I think, is from Saudi Arabia. The November the 1st show, I believe, is from Saudi Arabia. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we're going to look back at my boy, Kevin Owens' Path of Rage. We saw him after the pay-per-view. What was the last show? After Bad Blood, we saw him in a parking lot beating the fuck out of Cody. Then we see what happened with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in the ring, where Randy sucker punched Kevin, and Kevin got all mad. And then we saw him in the parking lot beating up Randy. And then we found out on X. Kevin did a video on X saying, "I'm gonna come for Cody. I'm coming for you on SmackDown." And then right before SmackDown went on the air, it was announced that Kevin Owens is banned from appearing on SmackDown. So we see that. So Kevin does another video on Twitter, and we see it. He talks about how things have never felt as bad as they do right now. It's unfair that he's been asked to stay away after what he did to Cody. And with all the other shit that's going on SmackDown, if he has a point. So he's like, how appreciated am I by the WWE? I can't get around, and he's like, I can't get around what Randy did to him. He's like, I can't believe you would do something that, like, you would pick Cody Rhodes over me. You know, I can't believe you would betray me, Randy. So, Owens is like, it's like, I'm going to go away, and I don't know when I'm going to be coming back. And his contract expires soon, but there's talk that he has re-signed another contract. I don't know how long, but I think it hasn't been official yet, but there's rumors going around that Kevin Owens has re-signed another deal to stay with WWE and not go to AEW and reform Mount Rushmore. But I guess we'll never get that. It is what it is. That's that. Alright, so we get that. So Kevin's promo, I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Nick Aldis' office, and we have Randy Orton and his bloodless voice! He comes in, he's like, Aldis, I want Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. But Aldis says, well, I can't do that. And Randy's like, well, why? He's like, well, I can't give you the match. That's not from me. That's coming from above, meaning Hunter and company. So Owens says, I know who I need to talk to. Oh, Randy's going to be talking to Hunter. I still think we're going to get the match at Crown Jewel, and I think Kevin's going to beat Randy. I think Kevin beats Randy at Crown Jewel. Then I think they do Cody versus Kevin Owens at Survivor Series. Somehow Cody wins that to retain. Or maybe they don't do it at Survivor Series and they do it at the Royal Rumble. Or what I think they're going to do is Roman's going to come out and say, hey, Cody, you owe me a title match. And I think they're going to do it on Saturday night's main event in Long Island. And The Rock's going to come out and cost Roman. Or at the Royal Rumble, he's going to cost him. And then Roman enters the Royal Rumble. But then The Rock's like, hey, we don't want Roman to win. So the Rock's bloodline now is going to take out Roman. And then Roman's going to somehow enter the Elimination Chamber, which he really should not even be in, but he's going to enter the Elimination Chamber and not win because of the bloodline again. So I think that's how it's going to be. And then Cody will face The Rock. And I think Roman will cost The Rock on night 1. And then on night 2, we'll have Rock, Roman, I don't know, in a one-on-one match. There's going to be bloodline rules for the Ulafala. Who knows? But I think that's what night 1 and night 2 are going to be. The main event. Cody versus The Rock, probably for both belts. Cody will win that, most likely. And then Rock, Roman on night 2. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But that's that. But first, we got to get through Kevin Owens and Randy Orton possibly happening at Crown Jewel. But we'll see what happens next week on the program. Alright, then we go back to the ring with more tag team action. We got H-Town Down Under. He did it. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory taking on the Mexican Bulls along with Alexa Lopez. Caliente. Humberto Carrillo and, now they call him Birdo. I almost said Birdo from Super Mario 2. But it's Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, along with Alexa Lopez at ringside. They're taking on the debuting Motor City Machine Guns, who have a pretty good entrance. Fireworks go up, boom, boom, and then Motor City, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, they're here in WWE for the very first time. And this is the other qualifying match. So the winner of this match will face DIY next week on Smackdown in Brooklyn to see who faces the Girls of Destiny at Crown Jewel for the Smackdown tag titles. Alright, so Corey Graves did mention a little bit of TNA, that there were multiple-time tag team champions, both of them world champions, both of them X Division champions multiple times. You know, it would have been nice if they got a better entrance, a better debut, a better showcase. Match was good. They did great in the match, but still, showcasing them in front of the fans, who were like, what? Who are these guys? But anyway, Sabin starts off, gets sent in the corner to start, comes right back with a high crossbody to Angel and Grayson Waller, and then he hits a big flippy dippity-doo, takes out about everybody on the floor, and then Grayson Waller hits him right in the face as we go to break. We come right back, Legado hits Stereo moonsaults to the floor, but then the Machine Guns drop A-Town down under, and then Legado clears out everybody, only for the Machine Guns to hit the Dream Sequence, which is a rapid-fire string of kicks, capped off with a running basement drop kick. Then they finish off Humberto Carrillo with their finisher, Skull and Bones, which is a neckbreaker top rope splash combo. 1, 2, 3, the Motor City Machine Guns advance and get their first win in WWE. Wasn't the prettiest, but still, I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. But I think next week is going to be a classic match. DIY, Gargano and Ciampa taking on Sabin and Shelly. And we'll see what happens with that. I really hope that WWE doesn't fuck this up with Sabin and Shelly. I think they can be tag team champions. I think Sabin and Shelly can go after that United States title. Maybe the world title as well. I don't think they'd be going up against Cody or Roman or whoever, but you never know. And that's it. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that match. Alright, then we have Carmelo Hayes, him, and Andrade. Talk about match number 7, which will be next week in Brooklyn. And then they go nose to nose, and then they start pushing and shoving. Nick Aldis and some security guards come in, and eventually they break them up, even though Melo got a few shots in the end. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with all that. And we move on with that. Alright, top of the second inning in the Yankee game, as he was... Oh, he was out by that much. So we got that. Alright, so we move on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back to the ring with the ladies. We had Naomi and Bayley, give me a hug, taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, along with Indy Hartwell at ringside. Pretty decent match, 7.5 minutes. So with Nia wasting no time, sending Bayley in the corner for that big fat running hip attack. And then Candice LeRae comes in, gets taken into the wrong corner, so Naomi takes over on her. Naomi walks on Nia's back, but gets sent flying onto her face. Ow, for a near fall as we're going to break. Come right back. Bayley and Candice LeRae both coming in. So we get that to take over. Candice gets dropped face first on the turnbuckle. Ow. And a sunset flip bomb into the corner. Ow. Gives Bayley a near fall. And then Nia gets sent to the floor for a big flippy dibbity-doo from Naomi, which leaves Candice LeRae to drop Bayley. And then a top rope lion salt gives Candice a big, huge upset win over Bayley in 7.5 minutes. I was like, wait, what? Candice beat Bayley? Huh? In a tag match, no less? So, probably Candice's biggest win ever. So we got that. So, we move on with that. And, Nia's like, impressive. Get that. As far as the match, 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Moving on. Alright. Then we go to the back. We have, I think it was Andrade talking with Nick Aldis. He says, next week is match number 7 between you and Carmelo. But we're going to up the stakes. We're going to have a special referee. And it's going to be... Eli Drake. That's an insult That's a fact of life. So Eli, the United States champion, comes in. He's like, I'm going to call it right down the middle, daddy, like Bill Alfonso says. And I'm going to be referee because I can't stand these guys. You know what that means? Triple threat match, most likely. Even though there's going to be no winner in match number 7. But if there is, I'd rather have Andrade go against Eli and possibly win the belt. But we'll see. So we got that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, then we go to the end of the night, the final segment. Put up your ones, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Roman Reigns. He comes out, and he's a little bit somber, but he says, Columbia, South Carolina. Maybe for the last time, acknowledge me! So, crowd does what it's told. You acknowledge the tribal chief. So so Solo comes right out after that. Gets in the ring, have a big stare down. Roman says the family is divided and broken, but I told my dad, Alpha, I think it was, Alpha, right? I told my dad, Alpha, that I could fix this. I want titles around our waist, paydays, money coming out of our asses and from the ceiling and everywhere. And, abundance from the heavens. So says Roman can fix it, can fix this all by acknowledging him as the tribal chief. So Roman's like, okay, I'll acknowledge you. It's like, Solo, I acknowledge you. And then Solo's like, no, that ain't good enough. You must acknowledge me as the tribal chief. Or else. And Roman's like, or else what? It's a little bit personal. Hey, calm down, Roman. So Solo's like, that's it. That's right there. That's the proof, Roman. You're never gonna change. And neither will I. So he snaps his fingers. Jacob Fatu and the Girls of Destiny come out. They haul out Jimmy and beat down Jimmy Uso. Not busted wide open, but a little bit of blood, not too much. They beat down Jimmy, bring out Jimmy basically unconscious. Roman has to fight him off, basically 1-on-4. And then he does that. He tries to grab the Ula Follow again. He's about to put it on, and then Solo, low blow into the coconuts, knocks down Roman, and Solo grabs the Ula Follow again, puts it back on, and then the rest of the Bloodline come in, and they pose over Roman to end the show. So, basically, a repeat of what happened last week. The same ending, almost. It was just insane. Like, come on. Boring as fuck, same fucking ending to the show. So, I didn't like that ending at all. It's just repetitive, and probably gonna see the same fucking repeat for the third time. I'm gonna see a three-peat on Raw when the Bloodline come out and cost the Jey Uso the Intercontinental title to Braun Breaker. And then, maybe next week in Brooklyn, I think that's when Jay will say, hey, Tribal Chief, I'm sorry. Or he finally helps Roman and Jimmy from a fourth beatdown. Or a third beatdown on Smackdown for the third week in a row. But that's what I think Jay's going to finally snap out of it and say, hey, we got to stop these guys. So, it'll be a 4-on-3. And then, right after Crown Jewel, they'll probably get either They'll probably get either Jacob Fatu, who turns on Solo, or they go right into getting Sammy, the honorary Oos. But if it goes 5-on-5, then Jacob will join, then Sammy, and on Solo's team, well, Solo joins, and then Jacob's bloodline, well, Jacob, Zila Fatu, the Girls of Destiny, and Tama Tonga's son, Tala Tonga. That's a weird as fuck War Games match, but it's Civil War. It's family, a family divided, so here we go. But Roman's team will win War Games And then we're going to go right into the Royal Rumble. Well, we're into Saturday Night's main event, then the Royal Rumble. And we'll see where this Bloodline storyline goes as we head into next year, all the way up to WrestleMania 41. And that's that. Alright, so the ending was... So I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Overall, Smackdown, decent show. 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's it. Alright. We're going to go to we already did Smackdown. We're going to go to Rampage right now. As we're in the, I believe in the bottom of the second or bottom of the third inning in the Skankies game. No score. Surprisingly, the Yankees haven't scored yet. We got that. Alright, so, let's get to Rampage real quick. Rampage was meh. But, anyway. Rampage emanated from the SAP Center in San Jose, California. The man behind the mask, Excalibur, Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard? Well, you can ask him on his podcast on YouTube, or on Apple Music, or wherever you listen to his podcast. Tell him I told you so. Anyway, and as always, my good friend Tony Baloney Schiavone. We got that. Alright. Match number 1, we had the funky chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, in a tune-up match before Ladder War for the Ring of Honor title against Chris Jericho. So Mark takes on the Butcher. You know, a lot of people say, hey, where's the Blade? Well, he's injured. I don't know when he's coming back. And he's basically home in Buffalo, New York, healing up with his wife, Allie the Bunny, who, we don't know what's gonna happen with Allie. If she's coming back to wrestling, or is she just taking a long vacation. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so, it was a pretty good match, brutal at times, Mark using that Red Kung Fu on Butcher using his power, just beating the crap out of Mark. But we get near the end. Butcher climbs to the top after Mark hits a Death Valley driver, goes to the top, tries to dive off with Froggy Roll and missed. Butcher hits a half Nelson and a jackhammer and goes to the cover. Mark kicks out of that too. Butcher hammers away on Mark, puts Mark on the top rope. Mark hits a series of karate chops on, using more redneck kung fu on the neck, and sends Butcher crashing to the mat, and then Mark gets the momentum going back, gets the adrenaline pumping, and he comes off the top with Froggy Roll! 1, 2, 3, Mark Briscoe, the funky chicken himself, gets the win in a little over 10 minutes. And that's it. And he's all ready for Ladder War, whatever number it is, this Wednesday night on Dynamite! I believe it's from, where are we next week? Philly? I don't even know where we are. But, wherever we are next week, it's going to be Ladder War. No, it's Salt Lake City, by the way, next week. That's where we are. Alright, so Salt Lake City, Utah gets Ladder War for the Ring of Honor title, Jericho versus Mark Briscoe. And we got that. Alright, and then we get to, right after that, Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts, he comes out with freshly squeezed orange juice. Orange Cassidy, he comes out, Orange Cassidy stays on the stage, and, Orange Cassidy stays on the stage, and, he, slaps hands with Mark, they go to the back, so Kyle's in action right away. He takes on Aaron Solo, me bookie. It was a 14-minute match. I thought it was going to be, did I say 14? Sorry, 4-minute match. Not that Aaron Solo did much in the match, but in the end, Kyle O'Reilly gets the win. After Aaron Solo hits a corkscrew, Kyle came right back with a kicking strike combo, then grabs a guillotine submission, and Aaron Solo does what he does best, and that is tap out for the win. So Kyle gets the win, and they gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Kyle gets on the mic, calls out, "Oh, Kata!" for a match at Battle of the Belts, which is going to be happening at 10 o'clock tonight. And, eventually later on in the show, Tony Godman makes it official for the Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's title. So that match is official, Kyle O'Reilly and Okada. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, after that, we go to Renee Paquette in the back with her guest, the beautiful Jamie Hayter. Talks about being in the mood to fight, as she's going to be appearing on Collision, which is on tonight. I don't know when, probably happening right now. Jamie welcomes all challengers, and she tells Renee she is back in AEW for 2 reasons. One, she wants to make things right for her career this time around because she got injured, when she had the AEW belt. Secondly, she wants to get the belt back. And basically tells Penelope Ford, "I'm sick and tired of you getting in my business. And, before I get to you, I have to face somebody on Collision." And I think she kind of invites her to come to Collision. So we got that. Alright, then we get a little reminder that our next pay-per-view, Full Gear, comes your way November the 23rd from Newark, New Jersey. I think at the Prudential Center. The Rock, basically. Which is a hop, skip, and jump away from New York. So if I wanted to go, I could. If I wanted to, just gotta hop on the train to the Port Authority, and then take the New Jersey Transit train right to Newark Penn Station, and then just walk right to the Prudential Center, which is not that far away. And then on the way back, just take the same way back. But I have to have to walk back to the train station, get on the New Jersey Transit train, go back to Penn Station. I said, yeah, go back to Penn Station. I said Port Authority. Go back to Penn Station, and then go to the train that takes me home. Well, I gotta take a different stop, and then I gotta have to take a cab home. I'm not taking a cab home from the city because that's a lot of money. Just take it from, like 20 minutes away from my house. I could get the bus, but by the time I get back, it's gonna be like 1 o'clock. The buses don't run in my area after 12, so sucks. So I have to pay like $10 for a freaking cab. It's not bad. We move on. All right, we got that. So man on first for the Indians in I think it's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Okay, 2 outs, and we got that. So no score yet, but see what happens. All right, so we got that. Jamie Hayter and Penelope Ford on a collision course to see each other. That's it. Alright, then we go to a video from the lovely ladies of Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie. You in some dim-lighted dark room. Deonna talks about how if you want to hurt somebody, to not do it directly, words to live by. But instead, it is about hurting someone by attacking what they love the most. Whatever that is. And then Taya's like, you mess with Deonna, you mess with me. You mess with us, you're getting a vendetta. Whatever that means. I didn't get that entire thing, but okay. We move on. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Match number 3, we go to the ladies of AEW. More ladies action. We go to Anna Jay, the woman with a fat ass and a mean attitude. She's going to be taking on Mariah May in a eliminator match at Battle of the Belts. But first, before she gets there, Anna Jay takes on Trish Adora of the Infantry. She comes out with Golden Robo and the Captain, Sean Dean. That's that. It was a pretty decent match. 9 minutes. 9-minute match. They went outside to get back in the ring. Anna Jay hits a flipping neck breaker. Goes for the cover. Gets a near fall. Trish hits a German suplex after Anna swings and misses with a kick. Hey, you play for the Yankees. They swing and miss a lot. Anyway. Trish hits a clothesline before hitting a suplex with a bridge from her knees, I might add. And the freaking referee, if you notice, you watch that match, the referee, I don't even know who it was, counted 1, 2, 3. Then Anna Jay kicked out, so that was a botch. But anyway, somehow, they say Anna Jay kicked out at the last second. 2.99999999959. And then Trish goes for a strike. Anna hits the Widow's Peak. Ooh. Victoria might not like that. But anyway, she hits the Widow's Peak. 1, 2, 3 to get the win. And then, she kind of... Then Mariah May gets on the mic, says, "Hey, Anna Jay, good job. And that was basically it. Moving on. Alright, after that, we go to back with Renee Paquette. This time, her guest is the lovely Harley Cameron, Danny L. Hypes up her match with Chris Statlander at Battle of the Belts. And that's that. And then Renee's like, "Hey, where's Saraya been lately?" Because we don't know where she is. I think Saraya says, sorry. And Harley said that Saraya's in London. Probably hanging out with Roddy Radke or doing something, maybe hanging out with her parents. I don't know. There's a base hit! There you go, baby. Let's see if Naylor can score. Here comes a fat man, he scores! Yes! Indians on the board, 1-0 with a 2-out double from some guy. Oh, that was Naylor. No, who is this guy? Naylor? Oh, Bo Naylor. Nice 2-out knock as he brings in the guy on first, so it's 1-0. Yeah, it's 2 Naylors, I guess. I don't know. So in any case, 1-0 Indians. I think it's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Looking for more, but it's 2 outs, so we'll see what happens with that. So, yeah. So the Indians are up 1-0. You gotta love it. Let's hold that lead, hopefully, but it's early, Yankee fans. I actually told Yankee fans on Twitter they should drop this game so they can have Garrett Cole pitch Game 6 and see if they can clinch on home field. Make it a great Monday. Mets win tomorrow, then they clinch on Monday night while the Yankees clinch at home, if they do, earlier in the day, because that game is a 5 o'clock, I believe a 5 o'clock game. So that game's gonna go right into the Met game and Monday Night Raw. Ugh. So let's see if the Indians do more damage here. Ooh, swung and missed. All right, we got that. All right, let's get back to Rampage before we finish this up. Almost done. All right, so Harley Cameron's in the back. Harley said Saraya is, well, we don't know where she is. She might be in London. What's she doing there? You don't need to know that. So, they're previewing her match with Chris Stanton. Like I said, Harley is versatile. Apparently, you know. Says, "I'm going to beat Chris Statlander because I'm versatile." Fly out ends the inning, but the Indians get the run. So, it is 1-0 Indians. And I think we're going to the top of the 4th inning. So, let's see if, actually the 3rd inning. I thought it was the 3rd inning. The 4th inning. Let's go into the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 Indians. It's early, Yankee fans, so we'll see what happens with all that. Indians looking to survive, kind of like the Mets did yesterday when they won 12-6 at home. Because they don't want the Yankees to celebrate on their home field. So we could get, the Yankees possibly winning Game 6 at that construction site in the Bronx. And if, like I said, if the Mets they're facing the Dodgers bullpen like in Game 2, so they should feast tomorrow night in LA against the Dodgers bullpen. Got Sean Manaea, the so-called tribal chief, on the mound. Had a great Game 2, 5 good innings, and then he gave up that home run to Muncy. It was 6-1. They bring in Philip Matan, that bum, who gives up 2 runs, and then we're about to drink some Metamucil, have some Rolaids and Tums nearby. But thankfully, they got out of a big jam. I think in the 7th, Diaz comes in, nails it down. Marte with the insurance run. Mets win 7-3 in Game 2. And then Mendoza has a brain cramp and doesn't start Winker. Why? Alvarez was playing like shit. Then last night he just resurrects himself because he took a different approach at the plate. I think he had 3 or 4 hits. Marte had a party. Was great. Winker with a triple. Lindor with a triple. They got the Flaherty 8 runs. And then it was 8-1. There was 8-2. Then the Mets built that lead up to 10-2. And then the Dodgers started coming back. Mookie Betts hit a home run. Paez hit not 1 but 2 home runs, making it 10-5. I think it was 10-5. And then the Dodgers got another one, making it 10-6. So it's getting a little bit dicey. When they bring in Stanek early, which I thought was a bad idea, but it worked out. And then Diaz comes in for a 6-out save. Even though we got 2 extra insurance runs for him, he didn't really have to come in, but came in anyway. Shuts the door, strikes out that bum Ohtani, got Freeman out as well. Mets win 12-6, going back to Cali, Game 6, like I said, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on FS1. Sean Manaea versus the Dodgers bullpen. Yay! But this could really backfire on Dave Roberts. And this could, if the Mets win 7, I think Dave Roberts is gone. But we'll see what happens with that. I think it's going 7, and I think it's going to be pretty much a rematch of Game 3. Severino versus Walker Buehler. But then they got Yamamoto waiting if Buehler gets in trouble. Yamamoto's waiting in the bullpen. Flaherty might pitch. I doubt that, but we got that. For the Mets, if Severino gets in trouble, we got Peterson probably to come in. We got maybe Budo. Basically it's all hands on deck. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens with that if there is a Game 7 and the Mets need to use their entire bullpen and probably the entire pitching staff. Like McGill will come in. Reed Garrett will come in. Stanek might come in. Diaz might come in if it goes to extra innings. I hope not, but I think if the Mets have to do what they did last night and really get to the Dodgers bullpen early, knock the pitchers out so they tax themselves so they can't pitch on Monday night, and then really, what Manaea has to do is just shut the door, easy innings, don't get tired, don't get shaky. We got people in the bullpen just in case to hopefully stop the bleeding. Definitely gotta get the same lineup. You gotta get Ohtani out, Muncy, Betts, Freeman, Paez. You gotta get everybody. That whole lineup is great, but you gotta shut them down. You gotta score runs early, like we did yesterday, and in Game 2. So hopefully it's like a carbon copy of Game 2. You would get 6 early runs, or maybe 8. Who knows? And then just show Mania, hopefully, and some of the bullpen, shut the Dodgers down. Hopefully the Mets win tomorrow night. Go to Game 7 Monday night. Then it's war Monday night. Not like war is war, but it's gonna be a war in LA Game 7 to see who goes on to the World Series to possibly face the Yankees, or if the Indians make a humongous comeback, which I know they probably won't, but right now they're up 1-0, top of the third, 1 out. And, we'll see what happens with that. Soto is up, and he grounds out. Good! Set up! Let me move on. Alright, so that ends, no, I'm sorry. Alright, so, let me move on. I saw Harley Cameron and, Chris Statlander on Collision, and I don't give a fuck. Then we find out next Friday, we get a little, segment with Buddy! And I'm Matt Taven. If you don't like Matt Taven, you're a Melvin. And the man who punches people in the dick and gives them a power driver, that's Michael Canales-Bennett, the Undisputed Kingdom. They're there to say, we need to change, and we're going to show people next week why we are the Kingdom, and we're undisputed. So they're going to go their own way now that Adam Cole Baby is back. He's going to be a babyface. I think he's going to go his own way. I don't think he's going to join up with a face version of the Kingdom, or the Undisputed Kingdom. I don't know, but we'll see. So the Undisputed Kingdom, probably be Taven and Bennett, take on Shane Taylor Promotions of the big man Shane Taylor and the Ring of Honor Pure Champion Tiger Style Lee Moriarty, as they take on the Gates of Agony, who are no longer the Cage of Agony, because Brian Cage is now with the Don Callis family, who is, Brian Cage is the Ring of Honor TV champion. So, the Gates of Agony, Bishop Quan! I don't like Quan! And Toa Lioa, they will be in triple threat tag team action next week. Well, there you go. Good build up, I guess. So next week's Rampage. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of Rampage tag team match player. We had Private Party of Isaiah Cassidy, Brother Zay, and Mark Quinn. Can I get a? Oh, yeah. So they're in tag team action, and they take on the MXM collection of Monsieur and Dion Mason Madden. Book. This was actually a good main event. Back and forth they went. Getting to the end. So the Mason Mansoor hit a choke slam on Isaiah Cassidy, who kicks out, and then Cassidy comes back with strikes and chops, and then Private Party hits Silly String on Mason Madden, and then in comes Mansoor as Isaiah Cassidy hits the flying Gilmore Casa! Bang! Stop it. You owe me $5 for that. Just kidding. Don't man. Anyway, Isaiah Cassidy then hits a rolling carry, a rolling fireman's carry as Mark Quinn goes up top, hits a 450 splash, and then Brother Zay follows that up with a back flying senton splash. Interesting. 1, 2, 3 in 11 minutes. Private Party gets the win. And we'll see if they're going to get a rematch with the Bucks. Maybe as we go into Full Gear in about a month from now. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, that is it for Rampage. It wasn't a great show, but still I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. So both shows, 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section. What do you guys thought of SmackDown and Rampage? And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I'm going to go watch the end of the Yankee game. It's in the bottom of the third inning. So this game will probably end by about 11-ish. So after that, in between, I'm going to have my sister dinner. And then, yeah. And then after the Yankee game, probably watch Collision and Battle of the Belts in full. I will be I won't be live tweeting. I'll tweet it later on my Twitter page. So my Twitter page is down below in the description box. So check that out. And then maybe later tonight, I will do my Collision and Battle of the Belts review right here on the Kill Demons channel. And then Probably early tomorrow afternoon, I'll do TNA and Ring of Honor, and then that's it, because I will be going to watch the Niners and the Chiefs, and later on, right after that, I'm gonna be watching the Mets hopefully win Game 6 of the NLCS against the Dodgers in LA at 8 p.m. So for all you football fans tomorrow, if you're a Giant fan, I think they're at home against the Eagles. Eagles, you better win tomorrow. You better win. Oh, I got that. Then at 4:30, at 4:30, we got the Chiefs and the Niners in Santa Clara, rematch of Super Bowl 58. That's going to be an exciting game. And then Sunday Night Football in Pittsburgh, Jets versus the Steelers. That's a toss-up. I picked the Steelers. I picked the Niners, by the way. And hopefully I win all three. I win with the Eagles, I win with the Niners, and hopefully I win with the Steelers. And then we'll see what happens with that. And that ends your Sunday. And then we start the last official full week of October, because the week after we only got up till Thursday, which is that crappy day of Halloween. So we got all that, and that's it. Not really looking forward to Halloween, because I will not even be around for Halloween. I will be actually at a Halloween party. Yes, and it is legit. I am going to a Halloween party. So for those of you who think I'm not going to be home, I'm not going to be home. So I'll be at a Halloween party in the city, so I'm going to be gone. So don't have to deal with the fucking kids coming out. Like I think they're going to be coming out like around 4, maybe 4:30. I don't know how the weather's going to be. I think it's supposed to rain. The 28th is supposed to rain. I don't know about... I hope it rains the entire week, but, so I don't have to deal with the kiddies. But they're going to come... They come out in anything. No, they're going to come out in a monsoon, and they'll still do trick-or-treating. It's stupid.
Trick-or-treat, hey, I'm all soaked. My costume's all soaked.
Now I had all, I spent all night putting this face paint on, now it's all there. Retarded. Halloween's boring as it is. Anyway. Oh, that's that. But anyway, I hope all you kiddies have a great Halloween next Thursday. Just don't eat too much candy, because you're going to get cavities and all that other shit. But have fun. Hope you dress up as whatever you're going to dress up as, and have fun next Thursday night. And for all you adults, if you're going to go to Halloween parties on Halloween or that weekend, because we got All Saints Day the next day, and then November 2nd is Saturday. And then, November 2nd is Crown Jewel, and then we're going to watch Collision after that. And then November 3rd, Sunday, don't forget, November 3rd, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we got to turn the clocks back an hour as daylight savings time commences, and we lose an hour of sleep. No, actually, we gain an hour of sleep, because it'll be we have to turn it back at 3 o'clock, which will go back to 2 o'clock. So we gain an hour of sleep, and that's it. And then we're pretty much on the road to Thanksgiving, Veterans Day. We got Election Day right after that. Vote for Trump. Don't forget. And then we got that. We got Thanksgiving Day parade coming on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Saturday, Cyber Sunday, Cyber Monday. All those great days of Thanksgiving. The holiday shopping season will start. And then, as soon as we get to December the 2nd, we're on the road. We're counting down. Actually, as we get to Sunday, December the 1st, we are counting down those days till level 48. We'll be 23 days away from level 48 when we hit December the 1st. And that's it. Can't wait for that. We'll be counting down those days. It'll be 3 weeks away when we hit right after Thanksgiving. It'll be 3 weeks away to level 48, and I can't wait. I know I'm getting older, I'm getting wiser, but I'm still sexy. I might be breaking down with my injuries and everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep living my life, not giving a fuck about what people say. And that's pretty much it. Say what you want, make all the assumptions that you want, but you know what happens when you assume? You are a fucking ass. And that's it. People making claims that I have delusional disorder. It's not even true. Oh, but you have all the signs. No, I don't. You're a doctor? Are you a legit doctor? You're an MD? Did you go to college to become a doctor? No, it's just words. Like my short I put up earlier this evening. Words. That's all it is. Words. So just keep talking out your ass because it's just Phoenix slander. And that's all I gotta say about that. I got no time for that shit. Because I don't need to debate anybody to prove that I'm the best ranter on this fucking website. Because none of you are worthy of facing me. And if you want to call me a pussy for that, well, thank you very much. I get way more than you. And that's it. You think I'm not... You say, oh, you're not no tribal god or extreme. You're not extreme. You're not a tribal god. You're not Samoan. Again, I'm playing a character. So, it is what it is. You don't like it? Tough shit. Because you'll never be as great as I am. I don't care. And people talk about the freaking... I got a big sub count, and I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of comments. And I already said this before. I don't care about the comments. I don't care about the views. Even if I got like 3,000 views on some shorts that I put up recently, or 1,400 in like an hour, great. I mean, that's great. But does it put money in my pocket? No. I got a better job than doing that. So. And it is what it is. And I'm not on YouTube 24/7 because I got work, I got other things to do. So everything that some of you people say is just garbage. Words. So take all your words, shove it up your ass. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep living my life. And I'm motivated to keep going and keep doing what I'm doing. Focus on my writing, focus on, listen some music, focus on my writing, focus on my job, and just focusing on my health, getting better as we go into 2025, and then we'll worry about when we get to 2025. That's it. Just want to get through the rest of this year, and then start fresh January the 1st, 2025, on the right foot, and we'll see what happens with that, because it's kind of been up and down for pretty much the last year and almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Last 2 years have been a little bit up and down for me, personally, and on and off YouTube, in my real life, and that's all I gotta say about that. So just gonna get through the next two months and change of this year. Just keep doing what I gotta do, working, make the money you wish you had. Going to my doctor appointments and everything, getting my back in order, getting my knee in order, trying to avoid surgery and anything else. Just trying to get myself back in shape, get my mind right, my mental health right, because that's what I'm really focusing on now. Not so much YouTube and not so much anything else. But that's pretty much it. That's it. So take it for what you will. You want to call it bullshit, then it's not bullshit. You can say you can think whatever you want, but my opinion matters more than yours, as we always know. And that's it. So keep talking, because this is all it is, words. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing my own thing, and ignoring people that just don't matter to me. That's all I always say in my videos. You like it? Great. You don't? Go fuck yourself. Go to your own channel with 12 subs and do your boring as fuck videos for clout. I don't do clout videos. And when I do my shorts and I get a lot of hits, I don't do that. I don't get clout off them either. Shorts. Some shorts get tons of views. Some don't. I have shorts that don't have a lot of hits on them. Do I care? No. Do I care? I have shorts that have almost 11,000 or more views. Am I happy? Yes. doesn't like I said, doesn't put money in my pocket. No, it just makes me, I did a good job. I'm like, oh, people watched it. But then I get, oh, you can't get 11,000 views on a AEW review. I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing this for me. I'm not doing it to get like 60,000 views on a fucking video. I'm not here to be viral or anything like that. I'm just here to have fun and talk about wrestling or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. If you can't understand that, then you should not be on the fucking internet. You should do your own thing. Be with your significant other, your family. Do your fucking job, whatever you're doing, and just shut the fuck up. And that's it. But certain people have such a hard time doing that, and that's why they have a long obsession with people, and it just needs to fucking stop. Because somebody is going to get hurt in a very bad way. I'm just saying. That's why I've gotten out of that situation. I'm out of it. People think I'm going back and forth with the same people. I'm not. I care less what they say. At this point in my life, I don't give a fuck. I don't. They can say what they want. It's gonna go one ear in one ear and one out the other. And if they think I'm doing shorts, I'm doing shorts that are talking about them, it's not. And they say, oh, you're talking about us indirectly. No. And my community posts are not either. So you can kiss my fucking Italian ass if you think that. So blow me, motherfucker. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm gonna watch the rest of this game, as I think Stanton struck out like a little bitch that he is. I hope I want him to get hurt so bad. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck Judgy Wudgy. You fuck the entire Yankee team. I know it's the top of the fourth inning. I know it's a long way to go. Anything can happen in the next few innings, but if I'm the Indians, you gotta get more runs on Rodon. And somehow if they get to the bullpen, you gotta score on that bullpen. The Yankees bullpen's been, up and down, so. Nuke Weaver gave up a home run in Game 3. He's human, after all. He's not the greatest of all time. He's a bum, just like Clay Holmes, a bum. Stanton, a bum. Steroid using bum. Judgy Wudgy, a roid-headed bum. Soto just went to the wrong team, but more power to him. If he's gonna get a lot of money next year, whether the Yankees throw more money at him or maybe Uncle Stevie and David Stern says, hey, we'll get rid of some people, put some money in the bank, and then here you go. Here's $400 million for you if you want it. Then you got to worry about Pete Alonso, who I think is going to get re-signed. They're going to re-sign Alonso because he has, everybody's saying, he can't hit anymore. This is going to be his last, postseason. And then what does he do? He's a 3-1 bomb in the wild card round to get the Mets to win that game in Game 3. And then he does some good shit. He did a few things in the NLDS. Then he hits a bomb in and I think it was Game 1 or 2 of the series. Then he hits a 3-1 shot to start it off last night. So Met fans, they want Alonso back, even though he's up and down. But when it counts, he can come alive and give the Mets that oomph. But if Mendoza didn't fucking leave out Winker in Game 3 and 4, I guarantee you the Mets will be sitting at home in New York waiting for probably the Yankees right now. The Mets would have celebrated probably on Thursday night. But Mendy does some stupid fucking shit sometimes. People were actually they had Senga in the bullpen. Everybody's thinking, oh, they're gonna bring in Senga. When I think it was like 10-2 or 10-6, I'm like, you better not bring in Senga. Senga needs to just sit down, watch the game, and then after the season ends, whenever it ends, go back to Japan, go do whatever. Do whatever you gotta do to get healthy again for next season. So I think he'll be one of the top pitchers on the Mets. They're definitely bringing back Manaya. Sevi, I think they'll bring back Sevi. So it'll be Senga, Sevi, Manaya. I don't know who they're going to bring in after, be their 4th and 5th starter. Maybe you put Peterson in, because I think he was like up and down. McGill, I'd rather trade McGill, but I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, we'll talk about the Mets whenever their season ends. Hopefully it won't end tomorrow or Monday. We'll be talking about going to the World Series this coming Friday night, whether it be in the construction site or, God forbid, we have to go to Cleveland. We'll see what happens with that. But right now, it is 1-0 Cleveland going into the bottom of the 4th inning. So, lot of game to go, Yankee fans. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Go Indians. Go Mets tomorrow. Go Niners tomorrow as well. And, fuck the Giants. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching. I might be back later for Collision and Battle of the Belts. But until next time, peace.